What is up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. There's a notion right now that's going around. It's, a public one about Xbox moving its games to other platforms. Now, I've made in my video that this is Microsoft's opportunity to go in for the kill shot, which is taking their games to the Xbox platform and pretty much competing over there and walking away with 70%. Some of you have provided different understandings. Some of my longtime audience members, you know my position on this. And I'm saying as an opinion, but it seems like Xbox is leaning towards it. Let's go ahead and look at some comments that I received. So shout out to you, Delusions of Grandeur, longtime audience member on the channel. And also Wollen Wolf, you also put out a statement on this. And this is good. I really want this conversation to happen. So Wollen Wolf says, VG, I can agree with you that the identity of the brand can outreach the console. It has unreached the console. And then he said, and that is its market position. It's not tied. But at the same time, I think having a console is also benefiting the company. I agree, and the brand. This is why they're not going to abandon console. I'm glad somebody understands this, because I spoke with someone the other day and they were like, oh, they're probably going to leave the console business because they're not selling as many consoles when they've sold over 30 million at this point. I just don't know where they're getting that from. If they go all in on PC, for example, and lose the console, PC gamers aren't going to forfeit Steam no matter what. And so they have to pay their share, which is usually 30% there. They're already all in on PC. Every Xbox game launches on PC day one. In fact, the launch is not just on PC because Xbox has its own PC app. It launches on Steam day one. They're not converting many gamers on that side, not even with great deals. Sure, they can have subscribers and that's good. It's a source of income, but they need a core console customer to get a share from third-party publishers as well. You're right. You're correct. I don't even know what I said in this video. Probably that, has actually, brought out this response. Maybe I said something. If you forfeit all your exclusives to other console manufacturers such as PlayStation, what's keeping that core audience from switching over to that platform and then getting PC Game Pass? Nothing is stopping them. If they get PC Game Pass, you still win. You know what's going on. You've hedged yourself in that regard. I actually did an example of exactly what's going on here. And I said it's Microsoft Xbox's chess game. I don't know if you guys saw that video. I made it and I did this elaborate chess, analogy where I got a chessboard in Unreal Engine and I was moving the pieces. I might be able to show you that over the course of this video, but let's keep going. I want to read your comment. To me, I think it's actually very interesting. They said, I think the income will be lower because aside from the subscription, which is lower for PC to start with, and that's another issue I find in their strategy, they won't get any other income from those customers from other purchases they make. Do not underestimate the 30% they get from sales in their store. The consoles are there to sell software no matter what most fanboys say. I agree, but a lot of you keep saying there's not enough, and even PlayStation fans said the same thing. You're making the same error that PlayStation fans had always made. Number one, you're actually thinking that these Xbox fans are going to get up and leave Xbox and go to maybe PlayStation and then abandon the platform because a game that they already have is going to another platform. That's petty. That's childish. I don't see Xbox players actually taking that approach en masse. What you're probably seeing is a social media head who would come out and complain and vent and whine that's doing it. That's pretty much what it is that you're probably, seeing in this category or in this regard. I don't necessarily think that, you're paying attention to exactly how Xbox players behave, because most Xbox players like yourself are very stubborn. You've committed to the ecosystem. In fact, let me show you and prove your point with a longtime audience member of mine, Delusions of Grandeur. Delusions of Grandeur has a PC. He bought a gaming PC and built it, but he's a longtime Xbox player. And shout out to you, like I said, one of my most respected audience members in this community right now. And they said putting their games on PlayStation without PlayStation games also coming to Xbox will 100% massively hurt Xbox, and it may die from it. I don't want to see that happen at all, and I thought of it happening also very damaging. Where is the good thing for Xbox consoles here? Again, Mr. Delusions of Grandeur, you're looking at this from that perspective where all you can see is just if they don't bring their games to you, then your console or your platform is going to die. Again, I say to that, are we not considering that that is actually not a valid estimation? Now, okay, we can agree that maybe all the games shouldn't go. But in bringing and taking your games to other platforms, the viability of making more money is there. And if you take it to another console, it doesn't mean your brand is going to die. It just means you're expanding your brand. Look at Lego Horizon Adventures. This is the one game trap that everyone who's making this argument, you're falling into it. You're looking for backdoor ways to make money. This does not mean that PlayStation players are going to abandon their PlayStation and go buy the game on a Nintendo and go buy a Nintendo Switch, or they're going to leave and say, because it's going to PC, I might as well go to PC anyways. That's just a lot of people on social media making noise. Do you know how I know that these people are not going to leave their platforms? Because when I made videos showing them how to make and build an affordable PC that beats the PS5, that beats the Xbox Series X, look at the PC right there in the bottom corner of the screen. They all told me that they don't want to go to PC. They swore that PC is too much hassle. Nobody wants to do all that. Like there are people who just want the simplicity of plug and play and blah, blah, blah. These same people are going to get upset now that a game is going somewhere else and then leave the platform. They're not, because they said they were not, and they have not. Now, if they decide to, that's fine. You'll notice that even people like Dark, they still keep their Xbox because there's an inherent user friendliness across the ecosystem. Yes, Doc may now say he's now a PC player, and he will still tell you that his Xbox is still in his house. If you want to sell that Xbox, I want to buy it and I want to keep it as a souvenir. Just let me know, okay? Because to me, it's still a win because a console gamer has moved over to PC and is enjoying the benefits of PC to the point that they've actually decided to abandon their own console hardware. That's a trophy for me. I'm still down with that. Yes, I'm a PC gamer, and I've told you guys that to me, I don't think the console proposition is as strong, except that Xbox has the strongest one right now, Game Pass. So I see your position. Just because they're moving their games to PC, if people run over and go, if somebody leaves and goes to PlayStation, the fundamental problem that they're not understanding, and we've seen some people do it, is that they're going to go over to PlayStation to play an Xbox game that Xbox is going to make 70% from. What are they wanting to achieve here? Xbox is already paying 30% of their revenue share on Steam. Paying it on PlayStation is not fundamentally different. I continue to see this argument, and people are not necessarily wanting to admit that this is where the strategy is going. Even Satya Nadella right now has already said it. So here's what I will challenge you as an Xbox player. If you truly are about it and you think people are going to go and you think this is what's going to happen, go get yourself a gaming PC right now, because the CEO of Microsoft, has pretty much said in the final note of his statement, finally, we brought 4 fan favorite titles to Nintendo Switch and Sony PlayStation for the first time as we continue to extend our content to new platforms. He's signaling that games are going to be going everywhere. You might as well move now, but you will not move. Why? Because you've told me that you will not move. Like my audience member, The Losers of Grandeur, he has a PC and he said to me, if they move to other platforms, I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave Xbox. And I dared him and I said, leave. He's not going to leave. Why? He prefers the Xbox platform. And he knows that the Xbox proposition is stronger. Xbox has access to so many games that he has access to on a whim, on a dime. And those games, they're probably going to be delayed on PlayStation. Most Xbox players are already comfortable with the fact that PlayStation games are delayed from them, or they'll never get them. So what are they going to do? They're going to move to PlayStation and do what? And play those Xbox games? Or they'll just move to PlayStation and pay the PlayStation games. And then if there's an Xbox game that they want to play, they play on their Xbox console. Inherently, the player behavior doesn't seem to change enough to warrant a lot of these concerns that are going on. I'm calling out the Xbox from I'm pointing out you guys' behavior. They know how y'all behave. They know exactly what you guys are doing. They understand it fundamentally. Majority of Xbox players are playing live service games. So they're going to go to PC to play the same live service games. What are they going to do there? PC, they complain. There's cheating. There's this. There's that. All of the above are challenges for them, in the Xbox platform, on the PC platform. You got to understand that the barrier to actually enter is perceived to be heavy for the console player. And for those of them that have not yet bought a PlayStation to play those PlayStation games already, they're going to go buy. Think about the logical leap here. They're going to take their time and go buy a PlayStation console to play the Xbox games that are already sitting in front of them. I got to say, that's a fantastical argument at the end of the day. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.